Welcome back. In this example, we'll be looking like how to create a small puddles, like water body puddles in our environment right now. And with this is a small thing, where you can add like multiple times on your environment there. So you can just see that you can add another one with the sizes, and you can make it, let's say, 3 times bigger, right? You can just join with the current one and this place it. Now you can see this, which is seamlessly like merging into one to each other. So like this, you want to create something on your maybe you should match the size. So you can create some all kind of puddles like this. In the last class, we worked on like how to change the watercolor. We added some materials and all, and then now in this example, we'll see like how to change the puddles actually there. So maybe I think I should make it that was around the size 10. So let's see this. Can you see this? And I can just rotate it and then move it. Right. So just merged two things together right now. So let's see how to create this small puddles into our environment right now. Can you see we have nice reflections there, and the environment is been like reflecting on top of it. So let's get started. So I'll be going to the new environment right now. So I'll say new scene. Fine. So this is the last one we worked, right? Maybe here I just want to create some puddles on top of it, right? So first of all, right click here and just start with creating a material, and then say m underscore puddle, and just double click on top of it. Now, very first thing, what we need to do is we need to change the material type from surface to decal surface. That's the first thing we have to do. The minute you enable it, you see that everything goes off, and then you're going to get a small warning here. If it is a decal material, make sure it should be under the translucent or alpha composition right now. So just change your blend mode from opaque to translucent. So we got that error out. So now let's start looking at it. So let's use tree and left mouse button to get some color parameters. So we can add it to your base color. You can start seeing the object right now. Maybe you can start giving some color for our this thing. So let me add some bluish tint on top of it and hit OK. That's the color what you see. Next is I'm adding some kind of roughness so that we can get some reflections on top of it. If I press 1 and left mouse button, so you'll be getting your values. So you can add to the reflection now. So maybe 0.1, 0.2 should be good. Can you see right now we already have some good reflections there. Let me add some like 0.1 or something like that. So nice, that's really done. The next is as we require the puddle should be like zigzag way, not to be uniform. So what you do is we can bring some material from, if you notice right now, we have an alpha here. So this is the alpha which we'll be using right now. So come back here and right click and then say import the one and from the desktop. So you can just search for the alpha map and say import it. So you have one there. Add this one to your end puddle. That's good. So add information to your alpha to your opacity lab there. That's good. So now you see it is not a fully surface, it's a half and half your surface. That's good. Makes sense. Next is once you have, right? And next is just let's try this one in our viewport. Go back to your environment now. So you have this. You can use the save all button. Do that and drag it up on top of it. Okay. Keep it slightly above. Perfect. So now the decal we'll be looking for is decal material. You can just dump that on. So yeah, it should be updated. Maybe we should apply and save it before you do that. Come back. Yeah, that's pretty much. Now can you see right now we have this reflections is coming up, and then maybe we can go back to the decal, increase the size to let's say 5 times bigger. That's good. So you can see a nice amount of reflections happening around your surface. Now, what if in case you want to add some, water kind of a body? So we should have some normal map on it. So you can download a normal map from the Google. It can be any pretty normal map which has some water texture. So I have some on my environment now. I'm just loading that. So say save all, say select it. And now just come to our this thing, add to this. Now bring this normal map to your normal. So you can see this nicely. This is being attached. It's great. Apply and save. Come back to here. Right. So you can see this. So now you have a normal map which has been like nicely attached. But if you think that normal map size is too high, so that you need to flatten it. So once you have this, use the same parameter and set as flatten. Right. Flatten normal. You'll get this done. And now you can connect this to your normal. On the flatness, what you can do is you can convert to a parameter node. So later, you can just enter the value like say 0.5, 0.6, somewhat like how much you need to flatten the size. That's good. Now you see this, it is not that heavy on the scene. That's fine. So save and then come back. Now, again, you see this, it's been flattened right now nicely. That looks good. But what if in case you want to add some movement to your, the water puddle there? So go back to your UVs and start with, I'm sorry for this mouse tab. So use an option called bring from here and set as panel. Panel is a node which you can able to use move your textures. And once it is done, again, I'm converting this speed again to a parameter right now. So use it as a parameter. Bring this and just use a value like say 0.2. So can you see right now it's been like moving nicely. And let's say it has 0.02. You have a subtle movement on your water, which has been nicely moving around. And say apply and save. Come back to environment now. Take a look. You see that, I start moving to one side. Now, what if in case you want a static puddle with the water movement in it rather than moving from one side to one side? So it's pretty simple. So what we need to do is just copy these two nodes and then bring it back to the same place, and then use an option called add node. So where you're adding this information as well as this information to this and sending this information to your normal, right? And whereas add a multiply, or you can press M in a keyboard and then say left mouse button too. So M and left mouse button, get a multiply node, get the value to inside and send the value to your UV coordinates actually. And now in the B value, what you do is use the same value as negative so that you can see right now the water right stays in the same place. That's good. And say apply and say save one more time. Now you can just take a look. You see it's been water has been moving, but you see that it's not even moving to any one direction right now. It tried to be affected in the same place. Now you have nice reflections there, and we have some nice amount of water body. So once you do, you can just bring our decal actor and to our nearby environment. So in case you want to change similar watercolor, double click on it, get into watercolor node. So just add some grains to it. Try to add as much as lighter, and you can just dump it down. So you have nice reflections there. And hit OK, apply and say save for it. So come back. You can see nice reflections is happening, and you can see that objects are moving. Sometimes when you have, I'm sorry for that. So you can have nicely reflections there. You can see the sky reflections, and you can see the environment happening there, and you can see your objects. Yeah, that's it pretty much. You can do for our decal actor actually. And then you want to do one more duplicate. So hold Alt and then take a duplicate of it, and then rotate it to your custom size and just use it, right? And you can use spacebar to toggle between move, rotate, and scale. So it can help for a quick tip, right? Thanks for watching. Have a good day.